All we can just get pee on the Cheerio.
I think that's a boy thing. That's definitely not a girl thing.
Probably, yeah, I would imagine.
Girls don't have any idea what's going on.
Yeah, exactly. There's no seeing a Cheerio to pee on.
I hate that. I love the banner, but you can't see me. I gotta like duck down. Oh
Yeah,
shit! I just hit this. Hang on, I just killed this on Instagram. I hit the button twice. Hang on, I gotta do it again.
How dare you?
Let's see. Hang on. I gotta put us back on Instagram. Where's the key? Dang it. How do I do this? You're already live. No, we're not. How do I add this back to Instagram? Okay. Now I'm going to add us back. Add Instagram. How do I find our Instagram? Oh, I gotta go. Okay, go over here. Create live video. Copy this. Copy, paste. Dang. I was trying to hurry.
How dare you?
No, in a hurry. Copy, paste. Instagram key. Instagram's gotta be different than everything else.
Of course.
Okay, now.
That's how that works,
All the other ones are the same except Instagram. It's because that dumb banner up there that cuts my head off that I like. It's pretty, but go live. Boom. I think we're live on Instagram again. We shall see. Well, I can't see it on mine. Remember those we did last week?
Oh, yeah. You want me to look? Hold on. Let me go on Instagram and I'll see. Yes, we're live. You're good.
You can't really see me. I come down low. I got like podcasts from my knees.
Can you move the banner down?
I can't move the banner because it's like a layer.
Oh, got it.
I could like move my chair down. Hang on.
Yeah, you could move your chair down. Oh, there. This is active podcasting.
Apparently, talking like a real person. Take it down a little lower. Low. What's that song? Low.
That's
Low.
Slow as it goes. I'm like, what's on the floor? Riley will come in here and be like, "What are you doing? Where are you at?"
Yeah, we don't want to sing that song. We will lose our.
No, probably not the one to sing on the podcast.
This is a whole different like visual about. Like I'm way down.
Yeah, that's a much better song.
Hey Dave, what's up? Dave Lawrence in the house.
Well, I can tell you who's also watching, and that's Lucy. She's down there watching.
Hey Lucy.
Downstairs.
Dave Lawrence is the man because he was on the Negative Splits podcast, which I love, and he was killing me with the comments they were saying that he said. I should ask you guys this question. No, I won't because that's their thing. I'll ask you real quick before we start. If you had to give up one of your senses, which one would you give up if you had to right now? And I'll tell you which one Dave gave up.
I don't know.
You had to give up one right now. Quick. I give up smell. That'd be mine because I stink a lot.
But then when you give up smell, you're giving up two because...
Yeah, exactly.
I know taste has a lot to do with that. Is a good point.
Yeah.
It does. But I wonder, I mean, it would just be maybe a muted taste?
I don't know.
I
think it's like a huge percentage of your taste. I think that things would very much taste the same. You would taste probably like consistency and like, you know what I mean? Stuff like that. But
yeah,
I think there would be very little variation in taste.
True. I guess maybe I give up.
Dave gave up.
That's what I was thinking. I give up touch,
really,
I guess.
Really,
yeah.
Really? You would too.
Yeah, I think I would.
Yeah. Okay.
That's a weird question, obviously, but like, yeah.
It's really weird. I don't even want to tempt fate with it. I don't like the idea of it.
Which is why I picked touch, because I was like, that seems like
100
the least.
men or one gorilla? Who would you take?
Huh?
100 men or one gorilla?
100 men or one gorilla?
You not like watch paying attention to that on social media like a couple like about a month ago? That was the whole question. Anyway, we got some shit. You're not paying attention.
Clearly not.
It was the whole thing. Like, who would win? 100 men or one gorilla? Like, who would win the fight? That was everywhere. Like,
probably
that was
a gorilla
podcast.
I'm gonna say no.
Oh my gosh, you don't listen to the same shows I listen to. All
no,
right,
I don't.
We got to get going. Okay, here we go.
Correct.
Yes, correct.
Oh my gosh, the Mark Harmon Love Boat's on right now. The one where they get married in Sitka.
Oh,
you're fine.
That's a good love boat.
That is a good love boat. Sitka.
It's like a two-parter. Here we go.
Yeah, there was quite the
Sitka.
Yeah, it was like a scandal.
The bachelor party on the ship got him almost. The wedding didn't happen. I'm like, well, got called off. It's like, there ain't gonna be a wedding, folks. Is what he says, and then it actually happens later. All right, the lady has to declare bankruptcy. I've seen this one.
Oh my goodness.
2715. Here we go. I love podcasting because it's so fun. It's the highlight of my week. Here we go. Welcome to episode 2715 or 15 of the Be Our Guest Walt Disney World Trip Planning Podcast. I'm your host, Mike Rallman from BeOurGuestPodcast.com and one of the senior agents over at the Magic for Less Travel. Happy Wednesday to you. Hope you're having a great week. Hope it's not as hot as it is here in the Be Our Guest Podcast general area, but I bet it is. I don't know if you saw the video that's been going around social media earlier this week. It is so hot in Missouri that the road buckled on somebody down just south of us.
I saw that
in Cape Girardeau, Missouri today, where it buckled like in like real time, where it shot the car up like a video game. Like the car was driving down the road outside of Cape Girardeau, Missouri, kind of down by the Boot Heel. If you see a map of Missouri, down kind of by where my cousins live in Poplar Bluff. Road buckles, car just gets launched into the air. And one of my guests, Christopher over at the Magic for Less, emails me today about a trip, and he's like, Mike, dude, was that by you? I'm like, not really, kind of. And he's like, oh man, I was just thinking about you. And I'm like, dude, now I saw the video too, and I'm thinking, what if that happened to me? Like, while I'm taking Riley in the back, dude, I drive a Jeep with no doors, no windows, no top. I mean, if that happens, I mean, it's hotter than smoke here right now. I mean, she'd be like launched like a video game right out the back while I'm just trying to get my chili cheese burrito after the show. So I'm going to have to get like a doggy seatbelt or something.
Yeah, you are.
So I don't know. It's crazy around here. So hope you're staying cool. We're going to keep you, I don't know, cool, hot, entertained, at least hopefully, and maybe informed with a podcast here. You know, I was thinking about this. Back in the day, like 2009, I used to sweat like trying to be so professional with these shows. Now we just try to have fun. I mean, that's what we do. We try to be your friend and have fun. So I'm with my friends, and we're going to be talking Disney here. So Rikki's joining us. We've been regaled with many stories of potty training. Please keep it to a minimum here, Rikki. She's from themouseforless.com and DisneyWorldAfterAll.com. Remember, hit the Cheerio. Rikki, what's up?
What? We are not professional? How dare you, sir?
We tried and it didn't work out. So.
Yeah, no, we've definitely attempted the potty training, down here, this past weekend. And, well, let's just say we're on the right track, but I don't know that we're there yet. So it's good to be able to gauge where we are. And, it's a learning process for all involved. Let's just put it that way. Everybody's learning something. So yeah, it's definitely been, stop. Such a weirdo.
I pay a lot of money for that mixer. I got to use it as often as I can.
I see. Okay, that's good. But yeah, we've been attempting the potty challenge here, potty training challenge. Yeah. So
good. Yeah. And Brian's almost there. So
Brian is almost there. We're so close. We're so close. Yeah.
Hit the Cheerio. All right. Also joining us, we have Pam Forrester. She's going to the Magic for Less Travel and regretting her life choices.
Correct. Yes.
Pam,
I'm very glad the potty training is way behind me. I would say that. It's like a frustrating, and like it puts your parenting skills, I think, to the test. Truly.
Oh yeah, it sure does.
I know, because you want it more than the child does, and that's never a good position to be in.
You're like, I've been doing it for the last 40 years. It's not that hard. Get up, go to the bathroom, come back. Wash your hands. Amazing.
You'll love it. Yeah. You'll love
it when you get there. Just to get you there.
Wearing a diaper's overrated. Let's go.
100%. Yes. Applying logic doesn't always work.
Not so much.
No, but yes. And as far as the professional podcasting, I think we're playing to our strengths here in this space.
This is clearly professional podcasting right here, talking about potty training. So
yes, it is. Yes.
I mean,
100%.
we go down to the least common denominator.
Did you see my earphone fall out?
That's an old school one, dude. Those have the ropes.
On cue.
So do mine.
I know, because you told me not to use the Bluetooth one, and neither Rikki nor I like the
correct. That one, the ear
the
muffy
space
one.
buns.
Yeah,
so.
exactly.
Make fun of my space buns. AK-47s or no, that's not good. They got a number on it. These are like the ones that they use in professional radio. I got to look on the side. I can't look on podcasts.
And we both used to have better headphone sets, but then we were both yeah, that doesn't look great. So
no, it doesn't. I mean, I still have mine.
Yeah, I still have mine too.
It's like emergencies only for when I need them. Like something's gone wrong, and I'm like,
yeah, it better be a big emergency.
These are AKGs. These are the industry standard in radio, by the way. These are ones all the radio people have.
You know what though? I hear just as well with these.
I know you do, and I appreciate that. I always say no Wi-Fi, and I know sometimes you guys use Wi-Fi on me, and it drives me nuts because that's the one thing. Don't use Wi-Fi.
Yes.
Always, directly in Ethernet, and then cords are always better than Wi-Fi. So thank you. Anyway, let's get to the questions because we have a lot in the chat. Jenna's tuned in, Dr. Jenna Butler over on YouTube, it looks like. So thanks for being there.
Is it about body training? No. Okay, got it. No.
We're done with that. We're done.
Okay, all right.
She has two questions. Question number one, we're going to Disneyland. We've never been to Trader Sam's. We're staying at the Disneyland Hotel. I want to go. How do we do that? Make reservations, show up. Pam, you can make reservations for Trader Sam's.
Absolutely.
Right? Yes.
It's one of the reservations that's typically going to go really fast at Disneyland. In fact, it's one of the ones that you probably want to be on there 60 days ahead of time to try to get as soon as they're available because it does go. And unlike Walt Disney World, Disneyland, you actually make dining reservations one day at a time. It is not for your length of stay. So that's something to keep in mind too. So you're kind of in there fighting it out with everybody else who wants to go to Trader Sam's that day. The other thing you can do is you can walk up. Now, most of the time when we've been able to walk up, we don't get sat inside. And so that's something that you may want to keep in mind. You never know. It can happen. I'm not going to say it doesn't ever happen. But your best bet for getting to sit inside is to go ahead and make that reservation if you can.
You know who you're battling when you make those reservations one day at a time out at Disneyland?
Everyone in the world?
No, Schneider.
Oh, gosh. That was so bad.
That was a deep pull. That's right.
If you know if that is familiar to you.
Schedule your colonoscopy, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes, exactly. 100%.
I don't get it, so we're good. I'm good.
100%,
okay.
100%.
I've had mine, and it wasn't by choice. It was just I was locked down on the hospital visit. Like, yikes. Brother, you're going. And I was like, here we go.
Well, okay.
Here we go. That's too bad. We've already had way too TMI on this show. Hello.
Yeah, this has gone way too far.
This one already. Dude, we're not even 10 minutes in. All right, Jenna's got a second question. We have family friends going for their first and maybe only time. This was a gift to them. What do you recommend? 3 park days at Disneyland, no extra money, budget-friendly tips. I think jumping off on this one. First of all, great. I know she's helping a family go out there like as a gift, and this is amazing. I think the thing about Disneyland is that it is so user-friendly. There's so many attractions to do, and I don't think you really need to spend anything extra to really have a great time as a family because you can just walk through Disneyland, walk through DCA. There's just, it's so dense in attractions. You just kind of just walk up to things and ride the attractions, and you can eat counter service food and just have a great time snacking around. I mean, it is kind of just, it takes you back in time to just go into an amusement park, a theme park, and having a great time. It's easy. I just say it's super easy, right? I mean, that's what I think.
Yeah, for sure it is. It's so easy, and I think one of the things to note is that if you're there right when the park opens, that is going to be your ideal time to get so much done. And with 3 days, hopefully you'll be able to do everything you want to do and not have to purchase Lightning Lane or anything like that. So that's something to think about. Another thing, like Mike was mentioning, there's great counter service locations at Disneyland. You don't have to do a sit-down meal. some of the most famous Disneyland foods are snacks. So the churros are famous at Disneyland. They're absolutely better. I don't know what it is. I mean, the speculation is because there's not as much humidity in Disneyland. Who knows? I don't know. But anyway.
It's not like you're walking on the sun typically. I mean, it can get hot out there. I mean, it does get hot, obviously,
right.
California, summer. But, yeah, the humidity.
I think it is. I think, like, the humidity makes the churros at World a little less crunchy on the outside or something. I don't know. But anyways, this is a very scientific discussion, of course,
Absolutely.
as you can see. Yes.
We're solving all the world's problems,
yes.
Potty training and humidity with churros.
The other, another hugely famous Disneyland snack is the Matterhorn macaroon, not macaron, Matterhorn macaroon with coconut. It looks just like the Matterhorn. It's a little, coconut macaroon that has white chocolate on the top that makes it look like the Matterhorn. It's awesome, but there's so many great snacks, and they're all, I think, pretty affordable with that. The other thing is that a lot of the fireworks shows, I mean, while you can buy special seating, you don't need to have it. You can see it anyways. And in fact, the main fireworks show, you can't even buy any kind of special seating for. So keep that in mind. The other thing I'll say is going over to see the displays over there on It's a Small World. I think it's one of those things that's included with your price of admission, but just, I think, a hidden gem, because I think it's such a great location, and I just love it. And I love everything that they're doing for Disneyland 70th. You're going to be able to see and do so much. So go and enjoy. You're going to have a great time.
They're going to have a blast, and I'm excited for them and excited for you, because I know you're super excited to be able to give them this experience. So it's a win-win. I'm pumped because I know she's been helping them with this. All right, good. From Billy Bean, question over on Instagram says, hi, I was wondering which is better or easier internet package from Disney or AT&T phone service carrier on a cruise, because Billy is sailing on the Be Our Guest podcast cruise in less than 2 weeks. 2 weeks from today, we'll be on the Disney Magic. I think we'll be at Lookout Key. Oh, I can't wait. Dude, we got all the goodies. Pam got the box ready to go.
Oh, did you? Good.
Oh, yeah. It's sitting in the kitchen, ready to distribute.
Good.
Yes. So let's see. I always buy the internet package on the ships because the internet's got really good. I mean, the last couple of cruises I've been on, I've been able to FaceTime people and no problem. I'm planning on streaming some stuff back to, right here. We'll see if it works. But I've had no issues. On the last two cruises, I was on the Treasure and I was on the Wish. So those two ships had no issues with the internet. And it's, I think it's like $26 a day or something, but you can get a discount if you buy all 5 days. So I usually pay like $100, $120. I don't know what it costs through your carrier, but I'm always so nervous that I'm still locked into like 15 years ago. Those stories you'd read on the internet of getting a bill for like $1,500, or $2,000 from your carrier when you get back. I just don't do it. I turn everything off and buy the package and just like, dude, it's $150 and I'm good. I don't know. How do you guys handle internet on the cruises? I mean, some people don't even buy it, but I do now. I used to never, but I have the last couple of times. I wish I didn't, but now I'm sucked in.
I usually buy it as well. Let's put it this way. The last cruise I went on, I bought it. And I felt like it was a good decision. Again, I also know that like you can do it on your carrier. I would just check with your carrier, see what options they with Disney, just see what's going to be the better deal for you and go that route. I feel like that's the best option in that instance because, the Wi-Fi works great. I mean, I've had no problems, on the ship with it. But of course, if you are getting off the ship and you want Wi-Fi, that's something to keep in mind too. Or you want internet, something like that. That's something to keep in mind too. That you might have to. It might be better to look into your phone plan for that whole process. So I would just see either way and see which one works better for you as far as monetarily.
Pam, do you just buy the DCL internet?
I do most of the time, and here's why. I would use my carrier's package, I would want to call and grill them on what that looks like.
Totally grill them. Yeah.
I don't even want it like in writing.
I know, right?
Yes. Like you can text me and what this package entails. Right. I want it. Yeah.
And not only that, I want to know like how good is it? Like, do they have access to the same satellites that the cruise ships are using or not? I don't know. And if not, so am I going to be in certain places and have like dead spaces or whatnot? I don't know. I mean, I usually do just buy whatever cruise line's internet that I'm on. And I'm a trusting soul, and I've had, good experience with that, because then I can, shut off my, you just shut off your Wi-Fi or turn on your Wi-Fi, turn it on airplane mode, and just go with that. And I know what I'm getting. And I usually have really good experiences with many of the cruise lines. So I would want to know exactly from them what I'm paying for and what kind of speeds I can, get from that. So
I don't know what company you say no surprises. That's me, dude. I just like, I mean, if it's $5 more, but no surprises, and I have peace of mind, like I'll go with that. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't want to be like, I have maybe I'm going to save $10 here on
right.
or get home, it's going to be $3,000. Like let's roll the dice. I won't sleep for 5 nights. That's just how Mike's made. If you want to know how Mike's brain works, that's how my brain works. All right, let's got a question here from Kevin. He's over on YouTube as well. Hey, Mike, my wife and I are looking to do a cruise without our kids for our anniversary. What would you recommend, a 4-night on the Dream or a 3-night on the Wish? We're cruising on the Treasure with kids in October. Oh my gosh, you're going to love the Treasure. You're going to have so much fun. I love the Treasure so much. But without the kids, boom, winner, chicken dinner. This is my first time going with Pam by myself. We sail the Magic here in a couple weeks. I can't believe it. Since our honeymoon in 2006.
That's crazy.
19 years. And it's only because Mallory's cheer camp, she couldn't make it. She's really bitter right about now, because we're starting to get like, we've tried not to talk about it around her too much, but like it's hard now because like we got to pack and like get all logistics. So too bad, kid, you're staying home. Anyway, 4-night on the Dream for sure. 1 extra night is just always going to be the winner. And I'll be honest, I like the Dream better than the Wish personally. I know Pam likes the Wish better, but I like the Dream better, and more nights of cruising is always the right answer. So I would definitely go with that route.
I'm just gonna agree with Mike. I can't believe I'm saying I agree with Mike, but 100% what Mike said, I agree. I like the Dream better, and the 4 nights the better on a cruise ship for me. So I would go with
I mean, the price is probably going to be about close within the ballpark. Do you have anything to counteract that, to think about? I like thinking, give thoughts.
So I would say, the reason why I do like the Wish is I just like the different options in terms of rooms. I think that the stateroom categories, I think when you look there, there's some different options. I like the different restaurants that are there, and I like having the bigger ship. I like having the ship that's just a little bit bigger. The other thing I would look at is the itinerary, what that looks like, who's going where, whatnot. There might be a difference in that too, and that could sway you a little bit as well. I'm usually one that says, 3 or 4 nights definitely to try it out, just to see which one, you want to do more. But I think that you'll really enjoy the Dream or the Wish. I think that they both have great adult dining, and I hope that you'll take advantage of that, especially since you're cruising without kids. They both have a great sort of loungy area to go to before you go to your adult dining. So for that, it's kind of a wash, although I do really like the Rose so much on the Wish. Right. I think that's pretty awesome.
But I like that he's changing classes, right? Because he's doing the Treasure, and then he's going to do the Dream. So at least he's going to a different class of ship, and that gives you kind of a different feel.
Agreed. That's absolutely true. And I think like the lounge area outside Palo on the Dream is fantastic. So I don't think there's a wrong answer here.
No, there's not. So. And 3 nights is so quick, man. 3 nights, it just goes so fast. 4 nights, maybe, I don't know. Like I said, I don't know the itinerary, but I'm guessing that gives you a sea day. And the sea day is always my favorite.
I know. I agree because you can do Palo brunch.
Exactly. If you can get into it. But yes, it's just such a good brunch.
Well, I can always get into it. I love it. It makes me excited. Like, it just gets me pumped. Like, I get jazzed for the sea day or for Palo brunch. I'm just messing with you. I've had a lot of
You're like, I just show up and sit down. That's pretty much.
Yeah. Mike's like, I'm going.
I'm into everything. I'm all into it. Jessica's got a question over to you too. Hey, all, 2 nights at Pop Century with a 2-day ticket, or two nights at Caribbean Beach with only a 1-day ticket for a 20th anniversary trip. This is before she's going to go on an eastbound transatlantic in May of 2026. So would you do so before a cruise, 2 days at Pop with a 2-day ticket, or 2 days at Caribbean Beach with a 1-day ticket? I go Caribbean Beach with a 1-day ticket and chill. That's me.
I was going to say the same. I think that having the extra day to just sort of relax and get in cruise mode is never a bad thing.
And I'm the opposite. I say 2 nights at Pop and 2-day tickets because you're going to be on the cruise relaxing. So you might as well, be in the parks, have some fun, enjoy the parks. I love Pop Century, so it's such a great resort. So I'm going to go with 2 nights at Pop and 2-day ticket. I'm gonna, go the opposite of you guys. So I know you think I'm wrong, but that's fine.
You need to chill a little bit. Just chill.
I know how to chill. I'm gonna chill on the ship. Is where I'm gonna chill. So yeah.
That's a good point. I mean, they're gonna be on the ship for a long time to chill. I mean, it's a Atlantic, transatlantic. So yeah. It's good. They'll have a lot of chill time. Yeah, but I'd still go Caribbean Beach. Anyway, all right. Let's see here. Oh, real quick. No wrong answer with that situation. And John has a public service announcement over on Facebook. He says, if you talk about it, it will come true. So when do you think the Christmas party tickets will go on sale? So there you go.
This week.
No. I mean, I would say it'll be in July because it'll be some kind of a Christmas in July.
I agree. I think it'll probably be, if I had to guess, I would say it will be either this week. It will get announced that they're doing it because it will be like, 12 months out from Christmas, or 6 months out from Christmas.
That would be
12 months. 6 months out from Christmas. So I feel like they might do it this week because this, the 20, Wednesday is the 25th. So they might do it today. But also, like, I do see where they would do it after probably 4th of July. So I can see either way. I don't think they'll do it before 4th of July. So, but again, we've been wrong. I mean, I've been wrong about this stuff before, but I can see where they would wait until after the holiday and then announce Christmas stuff.
All right, we got a question in the inbox about Run Disney Events. Hey, BOGP crew, I have a question for you, but mostly Mike and Scott. Scott's not here today, but I'm here. I'm looking into running my first Run Disney event in 2026 or 2027, and in particular, looking about doing the Princess Half, the Fairy Tale Challenge, the 10K and a half, or the Springtime Surprise, the Ohana Challenge, the 10-miler, 10K, and 5K. Which one would you recommend and why? Also, it looks like the Princess 5K is an untimed family walk run, but I can't tell whether that's the case for the Springtime Surprise. Any idea? I'm leaning towards Springtime Surprise, but a family 5K fun run might help sway things. Thanks for all you do. Bill is in Del Mar, New York. So I prefer Princess of the two because you get to have full half marathon instead of just a 10-miler for the distance race, but I like the longer races myself. The thing about Springtime Surprise you got to watch is that it can get really hot because that's in April in Florida. So I've run a couple of those, and I think that's why they only have a 10-miler for the distance, because it can get smoking hot. I mean, you're trying to run but I got to say, there's a half marathon in St. Louis on the 4th of July. And I mean, that's just crazy. Like, I keep getting Facebook ads for that. I'm like, who is signing up for a half marathon in St. Louis on the 4th of July? Like, I don't want to walk to my mailbox right now to get the mail. There's a reason I run on the treadmill. There's no way. But
I mean, of course, Atlanta, they're famous for the Peachtree Road Race. And that's on 4th of July every single year. Although it's not 10 miles, but it's, people are still out there,
I know,
running up Cardiac Hill.
So I get it, man. Runners are a different breed. I'm a wimp. I just run on the treadmill, and it's always 68, dude. And flat on my treadmill. Anyway, I like the Princess, especially for a first time run Disney event. It's big. There's a lot of energy, but it's not huge. It's a good taste. Springtime Surprise is the smallest of the four. But Princess will give you more of a feel. It's the same course as Marathon Weekend, which is a good course for the half marathon if you want to do that. So I would lean Princess. I think Princess feels Springtime Surprise kind of feels like the oddball out of all the race weekends. It's kind of like the and one to me. It's still a good weekend. Don't get me wrong. But it was always kind of like the additional one, kind of the outlier. So if you want kind of I think Wine and Dine, Marathon, and Princess are kind of the big three. And then there's always been like Star Wars or whatever the fourth one was in the Springtime Surprise. They called it Tower of Terror 10 Miler Weekend for a while. But I would do Princess. That's what I would go with if it was me. All right, let's get to another question here. Disney Cruise Line question from Amanda. She says, hello, BOGB crew. As the date of this email, I'm only 115 days away from my 40th birthday cruise on the Dream. Thanks for booking our trip, Mike. Thank you. Speaking of the Dream, I have a couple of questions. In our group, there's going to be a total of 19 people, 5 families, 10 adults, and 9 kids. Do you know how they might seat us at dinner? Probably in chairs. I'm hopeful that we will all be near each other. And are we able to move our seats around if, say, there are kids who want to sit near each other? Absolutely not. Do not let the kids sit by each other. That will cause chaos. Those kids will cause trouble. No, Pam, talk about this because
okay. So what you're going to want to do is link your cruises together, and Mike will help with that. I'm sure he's probably already done it. So
I've already linked a bunch of people today.
So that will be that. And another thing that you'll want to do is, when you get on the ship, I would go visit. You'll have a little place that you can go. They'll tell you where to go if you want to make dining changes. Just roll up, have all the reservations in hand, and say, we would like to sit near each other, and let them know that. And hopefully they will sit you not only near each other, but also with the same servers. It may not happen though, because it is a larger group. So as long as you're near each other and whatnot, where you sit when you get to dinner is up to you, basically. You can move the kids around and do that. We've absolutely done that on BOGP cruises. I think there was a cruise where we moved around each night. I mean, it was kind of craziness. But yes, you will be able to do that. They will do their best to absolutely sit you near each other. Sometimes it's weird because of the different configurations of the dining rooms. There's like these two table numbers are near each other in this dining room.
Why? Yeah, we were just next to each other last night. Like, why are you like over there?
Exactly.
28 and 30, you're like 17 tables apart tonight.
It is. It's so weird, isn't it? Like, I always wonder, why do they do it that way? But that's the way it is. You may not be right next to each other all the time, but with a group that large, there will always be some of you that are sort of seated near each other. And hey, if there's like a party of 2 or 3 who nobody wants to sit by, you can, when you go up, you can make sure to tell the dining room staff that's where it's going. No, I'm sure you're gonna have a great time.
Your bratty nephew to just like sit.
Be like, this kid.
Remember, just send them to the Oceaneers Club.
Right.
Get out.
Exactly.
And by the way, I've already linked them. I remember doing this a couple nights ago, so there's that. I'm like, yes, I did link that. I've been linking so many people lately. Yes, this group's already, they're good. Okay, number 2. I'm really hoping to get a reservation for Palo Brunch. I can try in 26 days for my husband and I. One of the other couples would also like to join. But will I have to make the reservation separately from us since this is their first DCL sailing and it's our second? If we both manage to get reservations, is it possible to combine our 2 reservations so that we're sitting together? If one couple gets a reservation or if neither of us gets a reservation, would our best bet be to go to guest services when we get on the ship, or would we go directly to Palo to try to get reservations? And if we have different port arrival times, Would both parties need to be present to make the change to get reservations at Palo? Sorry, that second question got a little long, as I was trying to type more scenarios as they were entering my mind. Anyways, appreciate your guidance you can provide. I cannot wait for this trip. Sincerely, Amanda. 23 miles from Disneyland, but 2,483 miles from Walt Disney World. She's gonna have a great cruise. But Pam, walk her through the Palo situation, because she's obviously silver. Her friends are first-time cruisers, and they want to have Palo brunch possibly. Again, it's gonna be a stretch, but maybe. But just because this happens all the time.
I know it will. And I love that you're thinking through that. These are the kind of questions I love to answer, because I'm like, okay, this is a person who is thinking through all the scenarios. Absolutely. And I not only don't have to explain all of the little idiosyncrasies, but you understand what they are, because sometimes you have someone and you're like, okay, there's this other option that could possibly happen, but I'm not even sure I want to tell you because you haven't thought about it. And then me explaining how this might happen is going to take the next 25 minutes. So anyways.
And this all goes down hot at midnight. If the website's running well, it could be like bubbling up and happen at like 1 o'clock in the morning. So.
Exactly. Yes. You just have to cross your fingers and hope that you're done by 1.
Yes.
So anyways, so if either of you happen to get Palo, again, when you check in for your cruise, there will be a place you'll be able to see it in your app where you go to make Palo, or Enchante, if it happens to be on that ship, dining arrangements. So you're going to want to head right to there, even if only one of you have gotten it, because you're going to say, please, 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 can we add 2 more people to whatever reservation it is? If you both manage to get it, but you're at different times, again, you're going to want to do the same thing and say, which one of these 2 times could all 4 of us dine together? And then they'll help you sort of arrange all that and get it all squared away. So I'm going to hope that you get it. And even if you don't, you're going to want to head to the Palo, to where they're taking Palo changes as well, and tell them you want to be put on a wait list, because they can do that as well.
Because I've heard of people that have got on the wait list, like you don't get it initially, but like all the, like it'll show up later in the cruise, like there was a cancellation, boom, and like they put it on your, the app. All of a sudden you have it. So, or they call you in the room or let you know, hey, we got an opening, you want to come? And so magic happens during the cruise.
It does.
All right, you're going to have a great time, Amanda. I can't wait to hear about it. The Dream. Oh, it's a great ship. Okay, so Robin's got a question. This one has Ricky's name on it. It says, hey, BOGP crew. I am trying to plan a trip to Disney World for the end of December to early January of this year with my husband and 2-year-old. Does Disney have Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party after Christmas Day? If so, this question may be for Ricky. Would you go with the 2-year-old? Thanks so much for your time, and thank you for the magic you share with each episode. Very merry wishes, Robin in Queens, New York City.
All right. Well,
you got it fired up.
Robin, I don't know if this is going to help you or not, but they do not have Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party after. Actually, it stops usually around the 20th or so. Is typically the last.
Santa's got to get the presents ready. I mean,
exactly. It's typically the last holiday party. However, with that being said, I do have some good news for you. So the good news is that the parade and the fireworks, they will actually, the Magic Kingdom will take place at the Magic Kingdom during that week. So, like, you don't have to worry about missing the special parade and the fireworks, because you're actually going to still get to see them. So you don't have to worry about whether or not you should take the 2-year-old, because you can take her. It's going to be your regular park experience now at that point. So, it's kind of like because the week after, in between Christmas and New Year's is so busy, they kind of, give people a treat in the fact that they offer the holiday parade and the holiday fireworks at that point. So, so good news, bad news on the fact that there's no Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party, but good news on the fact that you're going to get to see those things anyway. So, yay.
Bonus question. Would you go the week between Christmas and New Year's with an unpotty trained 2-year-old?
I've always been going with an unpotty trained 2-year-old. So potty trained one.
Get the hot take right now in the middle of potty training.
Yeah, exactly. So, I mean, yes, because I'm used to the diapers right now. So, yeah.
What about in transitional stages?
I mean, you got to be in transition at some point. So, might as well do it at Disney World.
Hit the Cheerio. All right, next question. We got a question about the best friend's pet care. It's from Linaire. She says, "Hey, Mike, Pam, Rikki, and Scott. I'm a longtime listener, first-time emailer. I can't believe there's first-time emailers at episode like 2000. It's amazing. I love it. I was wondering if any of you have heard anything about the best friend's pet care." I can't stop. Every time I hear that place, I think about that April episode way back like 10 years ago. We told them about the new resort. Oh, that was the best episode ever. Anyway, go back in the archives.
I think that was our best April Fool's. I'm not gonna lie.
Ever. Oh my god! Breaking news: new resort. Dude, we didn't even tell it was a pet care facility until about 20 minutes in.
That was our best one. True story.
We talked about fire hydrants. People
yep.
What do they do? Anyway, I was wondering if any of you have heard anything about the best friends pet care boarding at Walt Disney World. I have a little buddy I may need to board during an upcoming vacation. Needless to say, he is high maintenance and has always lived a posh life. I'm worried about him being left in an unfamiliar place and wanted to inquire to our listeners if they have any suggestions. I wanted to post on the Discord, but I'm like your Pam and am extremely confused by the site. Any feedback is very appreciated. Thanks for doing what y'all do for the Disney community. You all rock. Kindly regards, Linaire. She's listening south of New Orleans, Louisiana. And by the way, shout out to the LSU Tigers, the national champions in baseball. Big win this past weekend. I have not taken, Riley has not been privileged because I'm too cheap to board her there, because I'm sure it's probably almost as much as like an all-star, and she's not getting that kind of treatment. She's just going next door to Brad, and Brad takes good care of her. So
yeah, I haven't taken Daisy. Daisy stays with her uncles and her cousin dog friend, and so yeah, she's not privileged enough to stay at the best friend's pet care anyway either. So, but everything I've heard is that it's super fantastic. Like I haven't.
I'm sure it's awesome. I mean,
I've heard nothing but great things about it. So, I mean, if you've got to bring down your furry little loved one, I would say absolutely don't hesitate in bringing them to best friends. I think they're going to take really good care of them because they are known for taking good care of animals. I feel like so. I would absolutely not hesitate.
I'm pretty sure they have a website directly to
they do.
The place, because that's where we got all the information like 8 years ago for that.
Yes, they do for sure. Yeah.
So check out the website, just Google it, and you can get all the information. All right, last question. I'll squeeze it in here real quick. It's from Ashley out in Arizona, who's probably laughing at all of us because we're talking about the heat. Hi, Mike and BOGP crew. Quick question for you. We are hoping to eat at Three Bridges when we go to Walt Disney World in late September with a larger group. I've heard such good things. We have 12 people, 4 kiddos under 8, and I noticed the restaurant doesn't accept reservations. We're looking at a Tuesday night for dinner, so what should we expect in terms of wait times? What time would you suggest we go? Also, since it's an open air restaurant, will we still be pretty warm during dinner? I would love to eat there, but I know we will need a break from the heat. Thoughts? Thank you, Ashley. So Pam, this is your jam. Take it. You love Three Bridges.
It is. And, we've gone, and even during, really hot times, we have sat outside. And I don't know whether it was just like we were so glad to just be sitting and relaxing and whatnot, but we never felt like we were super hot. If you're someone who, though, is, really looking for an air-conditioned spot, this will not be the location because it is outside and it's not, it's going to be whatever the temperature is, in the space there. So just keep that in mind. Also, with a larger group, I would probably go and expect that you may be split up. Just because there's, it's sort of little locations to sit, but when you're with 12, you can't hear 12 people at the table anyways, so you're probably expecting that and are okay with it. So the way that seating works there is when you get fairly close to the restaurant, you can go ahead and use the app and be put on the list there using that, or you can actually go up and ask them as well. But lately I've seen many locations where you can use the app to be put on the wait list to be seated. That oftentimes, even when you speak to the cast members, they're like, yeah, what you're going to want to do is go onto the app and do that. So just keep that in mind. But you have to be fairly close to the restaurant. Like, you're going to need to be at Coronado, if not pretty much close to or on the bridge, right there to walk out to Three Bridges. So that's how you do that. It's actually it's such a cool system that they have using that. I actually love all the restaurants that use that sort of functionality in the app, but that's how you get there. And hopefully you'll go and have a great time. If not, the other thing is, when we try to do this and it just happens to be a night where it's packed, the great news is there are a few other locations right there at Coronado you can go to. There's Maya Grill, of course, and Mike loves that so much, so we know that. There's also Rick's Bar and Grill.
So good. And they have a new menu they just put out.
They do. I saw that. So that's a great location. There is Toledo, which is upstairs at the Gran Destino Tower, and there's also Dahlia, which is the lounge up there as well, and they have some small plates that can go as well. So you have a lot of options. Plus, if worst comes to worst, there's always El Mercado too, which is the quick service location. So lots of great options there, even if you can't eat at Three Bridges. So just consider all of those.
A great spot. I think you'll be fine though. I mean, a Tuesday night, and plus you're from Arizona. I don't think the heat will get you because they have fans and stuff. I mean, obviously, if it was too hot, they couldn't be open. And you're from Arizona. I mean, come on now.
You'll know.
You're okay. You're from I don't know, the North Pole or something. You might have trouble. Also, shout out as we're wrapping the show up to DPanos04 over on Instagram, who's watching the show live from Columbia Harbor House. Get me a sampler platter. Yeah, I got a beef with that though. That thing got so small last time when I was down there. I was like, did I get a kid's meal? And apparently I didn't. I got the real deal. It's so small. Back in the day, you used to get so much food at Columbia Harbor House. And I know like a few years back, the whole movement was like, we're not going to give you as much food. We're going to try to make everybody like skinny. But come on now. Like, I run a lot. Like, I don't like, give me a normal sized portion here. I
don't think that's what it is anymore. I think they learned their ways of that one. I think it's just inflation that might be bringing that one down up. So,
the whole thing. Like, I got like a half a hush puppy and like the shrimp was shrimp. And I mean, like, I couldn't even find my piece of chicken.
I agree. Last time I ate at Columbia Harbor House too, I was like, this is it. Okay.
I was fired up. I was like, dude, I must have got the kids meal. Like, I had to have gotten a kids meal. Like, this is a joke. Like, come on now. I needed like 3 of those suckers. I can't wait to go on a cruise because you get all you want. Like,
right? You could have as many chicken fingers as you
I'm making up for it at whatever that's called, the Pluto's Pizzeria or whatever.
Right.
Rahlman's coming. Be ready. So Scott, they're like, we better call in a backup chef.
That's right. They're ordering more as you speak.
That's right. All right, we're gonna wrap this one up. We're gonna come back on Friday and have more fun. So come on back with us. Don't forget, today's podcast always brought to you by the Magic for Less Travel. We'd love to help you plan your next Walt Disney World, Disneyland, Disney Cruise Line, or Adventures by Disney Vacation. Don't forget, when you book a cruise with the Magic for Less, you're going to get up to a 5% onboard credit. And what that means is when you get on the ship, you're going to have basically money waiting right there for you in your onboard account, which you can use to have fun with during the cruise. And it costs exactly the same booking with the Magic for Less as it does booking directly with Disney Cruise Line. So you want to do a tasting seminar, you want to buy some merchandise in the shops. What else can you do, Pam? I mean, if you use it for your tips, I'm going to find you. That's boring. Don't do that. No, don't do that. But I mean, what you could, so like your drinks.
You can use it for shore excursions. There's going to be merchandise that you want to take home. I'm going to say this to you. It's going to happen.
Better. Yeah,
it is.
Great.
It has. There were a couple of lean years where I'm like,
Yes.
Okay, the's not even anything I want to take home.
I agree. It's got way better in the last year.
Now I'm like, oh shoot, I don't think I have enough room in my luggage to take all the things I want to take home.
So I don't have that much money. Yeah, but I mean, just saying. So it's always fun to have a little
adult dining.
Adult dining, exactly. Palo Ashanti, Remy, whatever ship you're on.
Yes.
So it's just fun to have a little play money when you get on the ship. Hey, you can splurge. So you may as well, get that. It's going to cost you the same. So check us out over at themagicforless.com. We'd love to help you plan that next Disney cruise, whatever Disney destination you'd like to head to. Don't forget, also, please use our Amazon affiliate link. Prime days are coming up, July 8th through 11th. We'll be on the Disney Magic at that time, but please use that link when you shop online. It's beourguestpodcast.com/Amazon. And thank you to our patrons. You guys make the show possible. It's $5 a month. Thank you for that support. When you do that, you get a bonus show called Mike in the Midwest. Again, patreon.com/beourguestpodcast. You can follow us all on the social media. I'm at beourguestmike. Pam's at TMFLT Pam. Ricky's at Ricky Nibs. X.com, Instagram, and Threads. And we'll have the live call-in show Sunday night, 7 o'clock Eastern, 6 o'clock Central, Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, and Twitch. Last one for a week because the Sunday after that we'll be out on the cruise. So join us for that. And finally, join us in the absolutely confusing Be Our Guest Podcast Discord channel. No, it's not that confusing. It kind of is at first, but it's really simple. Coming over, it's beourguestpodcast.com/clubhouse. We have a ton of fun over there every day. All right, we're going to be back on Friday, so hope you will be too. So for Pam and Ricky, I'm Mike. Wish you a great Wednesday. Stay safe, stay healthy, and we'll see you real soon. Boom. Okay, let me save that one. That was a good one. That's fun.
I'll be right back. I'm going to go check on something.
BRB. Okay, hurry. EPSD 2715. Dude, I can hardly type because I'm so down so low.
You're reaching out.
I am. I'm like, okay, so 2 choices for Friday's show.
Okay.
One is, because we did these a little while back, 1 positive or 1 negative, and we can just name Walt Disney World restaurants.
Okay.
One idea. Or I was just going to do a show called List Them. And we give 3 things. So you would say Disney Cruise Line, Walt Disney World, Disneyland, and you just got to give your current list. You got to rank them. Actually, it would be rank them. So you'd say monorail, boat, bus, for transportation, or just 3 restaurants. Rank them just right now. It doesn't have to be permanent, but or 3 resorts. Rank them. Or 3 attractions. Rank them, and we just rank them and talk about them. So which one of those 2 would you rather do?
I'm good with either one.
You pick. I don't want to pick.
All right. So the first one is, so the second
1 positive or 1 negative, or rank them.
I like rank them.
All right, let's do it.
Because I think it gives us more flexibility.
Rank them. Let me change this top here real quick. Over these going. And then I can come back up to my normal spot. Now I can come back up high. Turn off the banner. I'm coming back up. Coming up, people. Oh, it doesn't work. Oh, hang on. Oh, there it is. Oh, it feels so much better. Grabbing a new soda.
I'm back now. Sorry about that.
Also, fun fact for our listeners, I always try to save the Coke Zeros that say dude for when we're on the air.
I think you said that the last time, which is such a weird thing.
It's a fun
dude.
fact.
Yeah, I don't get it.
Some kind of...
Yeah, I don't know.
I say dude a lot on the show, so I figure out keeping the dude cans. I don't say sis or partner.
Say dude cans? That's not even... That sounds terrible.
The dude cans are kind of like the unicorns. They're the least... I've noticed they're the least popular in the boxes. You don't give me dudes.
That's just
see, here's another dude. I
didn't even know that they still put words on.
I know, right?
Summertime thing. Only for the summer, I think. It's special.
Okay, well then.
I like Patrick's idea, but we're not doing that today.
No, that's fun, but that's going to take some thinking.
Ricky, so I switched it up. We're doing a rank 'em.
Okay.
We're going to give like 3 things. It could be 3 restaurants, 3 resorts, 3 attractions, just 3 things. And we just have to, boom, rank them right now.
Okay.
So that's what we're going to do. Rank them. Just rank them.
Well, that changes how I was doing this because I already thought of the other ones, but that's okay. We'll figure it out.
I switched it up.
I see that. Thank you.
It's a lie. Whatever, one good and one bad about Walt Disney World restaurant's a lie. We're not doing that today. I switched it up. What happens when you go?
It's not a lie. There's one bad restaurant I have in mind. So
yeah, I changed it. We'll do it next week. All right. They just got married. Oh, yeah, the old people got married. That's right. I forgot about that. And then Julie caught the bouquet. Okay, 27 once I got focused. Here we go. And I got to stop saying 2717. Why I keep saying that? 2717. I got to say 2717. Why can't I say that? The last 2 weeks I've been like screwing up the number. I'm going to say it right this time. Here we go. Welcome to episode 2717 of the Be Our Guest Walt Disney World Trip Planning Podcast. I'm your host, Mike Rallman from BeOurGuestPodcast.com and one of the senior agents over at the Magic for Less Travel. Happy Friday to you. Hope you're getting ready to have a great weekend. We're going to kick it off right now with some fun Disney talk, and we're going to play a game or just have an exercise here, and hopefully you'll play right along with us. And you can do this one right along with your family as you sit down to some sizzling hot fajitas and chips and guac tonight at the table. That's what every Friday night is made for. So that's what we're going to do, and we're going to have some fun. My friends are joining me. Rikki is here from the mouseforless.com and a DisneyWorldAfterAll.com. And by this time, I'm sure that potty training is done, over, and finished, and the cap and gown has been placed on top of said Victor's head, and everything is done, right? Everything's good to go, right?
No.
Positive? 100%.
No.
Yes. Diapers like thrown away. Like you'll never get a coupon from Pampers the rest of your life.
No, I'm sure that's not the case. So
you gotta be positive. You got to manifest it. That's how these things work.
That's yes, sure. Let's go with that. So also I will not be having fajitas and chips and guac tonight.
You're not doing it right. That's what that's why that's what motivates you. Like that gets you to the finish line Monday through Friday. Boom.
Yeah, that's not, the places that I like to go are not on the same path as Brian work, because we'll usually meet in the middle. And so usually there's a pizza place that we'll go to, and that's where we'll meet in the middle. There's actually 2 pizza places. Or let's see. Usually it's the pizza place that we go to. there's a Freddy's in there too. So sometimes we'll pick Freddy's instead.
Oh, and you're making me sad. My Happy Joe's went out of business.
Oh,
I know.
That's so sad. I'm sorry. Thoughts and prayers.
That's a tragedy, to be honest. I might have to buy the franchise.
You may.
They put out a thing said inquire. I'm like, I might. That's how much I like their taco pizzas. I might have to.
Is there? But there's another Happy Joe's somewhere, right?
Not in St. Louis.
Oh, not in St. Louis. Oh,
so I might have to do something.
You may just have to learn how to make it and actually make.
Nobody can make a taco pizza except for Moose Jaw up in Wisconsin Dells. That's a long drive.
That you can make one at home. My
elementary school used to make.
Yes! Gosh. Yes.
Mary Beth with a hairnet. Yeah, I don't trust that. Oh no. I like Joe, and I like him to be happy with the sauce, but kind of and you get a little pride. They have ice cream, and it's a whole thing.
You have an oven, and you can make your own pizza.
We're not good at that. We're good at something, and we're also not good at putting a top on a Jeep. I found out over the past week. We've tried like every night for a week, and it's still not on there. Anyway, so Rikki, we're here. We're gonna get Pam in here. We're gonna talk Disney. Pam Forrester, calling the Magic for Less Travel. Pam, what sad news do you have in the restaurant industry in your corner?
I don't know. I don't have any sad news. I don't think at all to report. We have our same little local areas, although I think one may not make it because it's newish. It actually moved into where a more established and popular location was. And it does have this restaurant. I don't want to say what it is because I don't want to, put bad mojo out there. But
seriously.
I know. But this restaurant has a more popular location, and the restaurant that was there before in this location is more popular. But we drive past. There's a place that we end up going almost every weekend. We just like the place. The owners are awesome, whatever. It's packed every weekend. And we drive past this little place where it used to be, and it's like, oh, there's not anybody there at this restaurant. I don't know that they're going to make it. I hope they do, because choices are always a good thing, but I don't know.
I'm a sucker for mom and pop places. Like I'll just go there because I'll feel bad. Like I want to support small businesses, especially people that are trying. Like I will go there every time over like a chain, like a franchise. Like that's just me. You know, I just want to support those kind of places. And it tell me it's not the place. Isn't there that place that has like a turkey burrito, the Turkerito or something?
Oh no, it is not that.
Well, thank God.
No, they're well established. They have several locations in the area.
Because I mean, you showed me that like 5 years ago, and it's like, you know,
Gobblerito.
Gobblerito. God bless America. Like someday I got to see like the Statue of Liberty. I got to get to Hawaii, and I got to get a Gobblerito. Like
yes, you do.
On my to-do list before I die, and I swear that's like one of the top things on my list to do before I die.
All right, so you and Pam next time, since your time is a little more free, you have to schedule a time to come out, and I'll make sure that if they're not doing the Gobblerito, that I will get some and put some in the freezer.
Don't think that I don't think of a Gobblerito like once every week. I mean, like all the time.
Yeah, I think Hannah could say the same thing. Actually,
I mean, like whoever invented that thing needs to be, you know, I don't know if they got the Presidential Medal of Honor or what.
Yes, I heard.
You're gonna go like just getting that thing put around their neck like Gobblerito. Holy smokes! Anyway, let's get to the Disney talk. Today we're just gonna have some fun. It's Friday. It's the weekend. You know, we're getting ready to have fajitas and all that stuff. So we thought we'd just kind of have some fun. We're going to call this show Rank 'em. We're just going to rank them. We're just going to come up with 3 things, and we just have to rank them just based on our feelings right now. This is not something that you have to come at us hot because you're like, how could you put that thing on top of the other thing and say, you know, this isn't something we're going to have like set in stone. It's just how we feel about things right now. So, for example, don't come at me. But I'm going to start off with Cruise Line, World, Land, Disneyland, Walt Disney World, Disney Cruise Line. And right now, I think if I had to rank them myself, I'm going Cruise Line, Disneyland, Walt Disney World. 1, 2, 3. Boom, boom, boom. That's where I would rank them as far as Disney vacations. So, Pam Forrester, where would you put those 3?
Dang.
I know. Coming in hot right off the bat. Let's go.
I'm going to do Cruise, World, Land.
Okay. And Rikki, what do you got?
I am with Pam. I am gonna go Cruise, World, Land. Yeah, I think that is not easy. I agree.
It's not. But like, I always think of World as my home.
Correct.
Like,
same.
So for me, it sort of has, a bigger importance there.
Exactly. Yes. But I love a good cruise vacation too. So that's why that beats a little bit. Yeah.
I know. Cruise
we think we picked cruise because of the ease, because of the getting to go to the beach, because it's just so chill, but you get very first class service. I mean, we all pick cruise. I mean, that's why I picked it, right? You get to go see the world, but you get the Disney touch, great service. I mean, that's kind of why it's swept.
Yeah, it is. There's something about it. It is both relaxing and an active vacation. I think that it's very easy to do both there. And to do that at World or Land, I think you have to be much more conscientious about it, right? You have to create the opportunities to relax and whatnot. And you don't have to do that on the cruise. So
agreed.
And just the ease of planning, I think, is there.
Yeah. I think I like the quote all-inclusiveness of it for the most part too, because you really just pay one price. You get, for the most part, everything included, minus like things like excursions or Palo and, stuff like that, or, like a massage or something. But like, for the most part, everything is included. And, I appreciate that fact. So, I like, besides the things that you guys had mentioned, that's another really big reason for why I picked Cruise Line over.
And I think it's also like a more unique thing. Like you just don't get to cruise as much as possibly you get to do the other two. Like it's just like, and it seems like it goes faster for some reason. Like time on a cruise ship goes way faster than time at Disneyland or Walt Disney World. It's just
absolutely
so quick.
It does. Even if you're just sitting in a chair and reading a book, like it still seems to go by so much quicker. So I don't know
I'm already
why.
dreading, like, we're going on a cruise, you know, like in like less than 2 weeks now. And like, I'm just like, I'm already like, oh my gosh, it's going to go so fast. 5 days is so fast. Like, it's just,
It is too.
like, I'm already getting dread. It's terrible. Like Disney, we're all terrible at that. Like with our Disney trips, like I'm not even left yet. And I'm already stressing about the thing being over. Like I shouldn't be that way. It's horrible. Like I gotta get a wrap on that. All right, Rikki, give us one. Give us 3 things.
Okay. So I'm going to go with monorail, Skyliner, and boat. Do you want me to go first with mine?
It doesn't matter. All
right.
I can go first.
So I'm going to go, I think, Skyliner, and then I'm going to go monorail, and then I'm going to go boat. And I think the reason why is the Skyliner is just so easy. You know, it just takes you, you know, I know there's a lot of people who are scared of it, but Skyliner for sure is my number one mode of transportation. And I really wish that Disney would continue the lines. You know, I feel like now is the time to do it. You know, we've come out of, you know, like the COVID times and stuff like that. And I feel like now is really the time to expand that Skyliner. And then of course, monorail, because it's the classic one. And then you've got the boat, which I mean, yeah, the boat's fantastic too. There's no wrong choice in this, but you know, something had to be last. So that's where I went with it. So go ahead, Mike.
I'm going boat first. Everything's better on a boat. And because Phil drives a boat.
Yes, so Phil does drive a boat, and it is good to see him whenever I'm down there. And he's
told us before hours
the boat.
He does donuts. I don't know if that's true, but it'd be cool. I picture him doing it. That's pretty awesome. But no, I do like boats. It's just like it's vacation, right? I mean, and there's such a variety of different boats you can ride on the property, like the Sasagula boats, you know, basically like pontoon boats back on this, you know, back there. You could ride the friendship boats in Epcot, or, you know, there's different, the kind of the water taxis that get you, you know, the launches from like over to the Grand Floridian from the Magic Kingdom, the bigger boats over to Wilderness Lodge. There's just such a variety of different watercraft you can do around property. So I like those. I'm giving those 1. Monorail for the nostalgia 2, Skyliner 3, even though I love the Skyliner, but it's also very sensitive to weather, so you can't count on the Skyliner all the time. So I've been dogged out by that thing like 3 or 4 times where like I've been like, I need to get back somewhere, and then here comes a thunderstorm, like, oh dang, now I'm really in trouble. I can't it's gonna be hard to get home. So it's burned me a couple times, and I'm a little mad still. Pam, what do you got?
So I'm going monorail 1, I will say. I feel like it's the most reliable, and for the reason that Mike just said.
I give you that. Yeah, it's definitely the most
reliable. It's not impacted by weather.
It's certainly impacted by weather.
Warned by a thunderstorm in the afternoon.
Right?
Yes.
Yeah, I know. And I love both of the other ones so much, but yes, the boat and the Skyliner, like there's a lightning storm, you're out of luck, my friend. Like you're not going to do it. So, and then I think I will do, dang, Skyliner and boat, which are sort of tied for me.
I get that. It's always better on a boat, right, Pam?
Yes, 100%.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, Pam, give us 3. What do you got? We'll rank them.
Okay, so I'm going with pools, but not the actual pool themselves, the little kids play areas. And there's a lot more than I'm choosing here, but I'm going with the ones that I think are kind of cool. So you got the Wilderness Lodge one, you got Port Orleans French Quarter one, and you got the Grand Floridian one, the Alice and the Tea thing. So, and I will say from my perspective, I kind of went Wilderness Lodge, then French Quarter, then Grand Floridian. But I don't know. Rikki, what do you think?
I think I'm going to go French Quarter because that's a lot of fun. I mean, that's the one with the serpent, right? I'm thinking that right?
Yes, it is. And there's like
the alligators.
And the play area with alligators. Yeah. That's that. Yeah. So I feel like that's a lot of fun.
Fake alligators, by the way, these are plastic alligators.
Yes, fake alligators.
We gotta make sure we're clear of that in Florida. Yes.
100%.
Plastic ones.
And then maybe the Alice in Wonderland one, so the Grand Floridian, and then Wilderness Lodge. I think that's I think that's the route I'm gonna go with. Yeah, because it's fun, watching the kids just scream when Alice and the teacup is about to
it tips over.
Mad Hatter hat is about to tip over and just go ah! It's just it's so much fun. So I'm gonna
agree. Mike, what do you think?
Yeah, I would go French Quarter for. I like French Quarter. I've had a lot of times there with Mallory. Like we've stayed there a lot, and that's always been a place she loved. So I got a lot of memories there. So I'm going to go French Quarter first. Yeah, probably like Rikki. I'd go Grand Floridian second. That's a cool little area. Wilderness Lodge, great one, but I just don't have as many. We've stayed there a couple times, and we had fun there. That's cool too. Though.
It's a newer one too. The kids' play area is newish, so not as familiar with that one for sure.
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to pick 3 monorail sit-down restaurants.
Oh,
we could go. Let's go with Ohana, Steakhouse 71, and let me throw another one in there. Well, let's kind of. This one's not on the monorail, but it's close. Let's go Whispering Canyon. Those 3. So Rikki, I'll let you go first, Rikki, on this one.
I think I would go with Whispering Canyon first. It's just I've had such great memories there. I love it. I think they have a solid breakfast and a solid lunch dinner, options. It's the all you care to eat skillets. But of course you can choose other options too if you don't want the all you care to eat skillets. So that part's really nice too. And they have so much fun with you. I mean, it's such a fun atmosphere there. So that's definitely number 1 for me. I have not been to Ohana in a while, but I think I'll go with that one second. I know I've heard that the food has dropped off for dinner, but you do have the breakfast, and the breakfast.
For me, it depends if it's breakfast. I really like the breakfast.
Yeah.
I really like the dinner too, but it's expensive.
The dinner is expensive. And, I haven't been there for dinner in a while. Actually, I haven't been there for breakfast in a while either. I tried to get Brian to go there the last trip, but he balked at it. Not because of, price or anything, just because we had just eaten a garden grilled breakfast the day before. And he's like, yeah, I think we've had enough of that kind of experience. So I think I would go with Ohana next, though. Plus, it's a character meal, and it's unique characters for breakfast. So that part's nice because you've got Lilo and Stitch and then Mickey. And
they're all the hotness right now, too.
Yes, of course. So, and dinner is good. Don't get me wrong. I mean, the bread, oh my goodness. Hello. Yeah. So that's fantastic. And, you can get it at, the bar, but it's still really good there. And then I think I would do, as much as I love Steakhouse 71 and I love our friend there, I think that would have to be in the 3rd spot for me. Yeah. I think that would
Tim.
I know, our buddy Tim. I love Tim.
Rikki at beourguestpodcast.com.
What?
I gave your email so Tim can email you.
He knows what I'm talking about.
Okay, just saying. All right, so Pam, what do you say to those 3?
So I'm putting Steakhouse 71 first because I like all the meals there, and I just
For Tim.
Something about
and Tim, yes,
and Tim, of course, we love Tim and everyone there. I've had great servers all the time there, so yes, but of course we love Tim. I am gonna do Ohana next, and it's been a while since I've been there too, but I have some pretty fond memories of that from back in the day. And I'm going to do Whispering Canyon last, not because I don't think it's a great meal, but it's a lot of stimulation. For me.
Yes, that is true.
At some point during it, I'm like, oh, okay, this is fun. And
question mark.
And especially at breakfast, I'm like, I'm like a super early riser, but like I like to have coffee and sort of ease into the morning. Like I don't mind working, like that's quiet, but like when there's a lot going on in the morning, I'm like, oh dang. So anyways.
This is too much.
You can see people have been working from home for a long time.
Yes, you can, right.
She's been working from home pre-COVID.
Yes.
No problem.
For 20 some years. So my morning starts very early, but it starts right here with me, like drinking coffee and working.
Oh my God, that's so funny. So I'm going to go, Steakhouse 71 first. It just got such good food. It's a good value.
And you had the burger now, so now you know.
I cannot stop thinking about that burger.
I know, right?
I almost wanted to eat everybody else's burger at the table, and now I regret that I did not eat everybody else's burger at the table. I think it was so, because people like rave about it. I'm thinking, dude, it's a hamburger. Like, come on.
Yeah, you're like, how good could it be?
I get it now. Like, that thing was, I don't know what it was. There was something in it.
I know, you'll be thinking about it.
But their breakfast is so good there, too.
Their breakfast is good, too.
You know, and as a Disney fan, like, I just love the artwork. You know what I'm saying? Like, we were talking about that one picture on the wall, right? And you're like, this is that one picture that they took from Tomorrowland.
Yes.
It has that bizarre perspective of, like,
yes,
it shows
of the contemporary.
The speed.
Yes.
And the contemporary looks like it's on the track or something.
Pretty much.
So weird. But it's all about the perspective of where the photographer was standing. It's such a weird shot. But I mean, there's a lot of those shots in the construction of the Magic Kingdom and the contemporary and so forth. And I just love that little piece of history there that you're seeing when you go there. So yeah, that's one. I am going Whispering Canyon too, but the fact that I love the food there. It's very carnivoric, you know, a lot of that's my jam. And it is wild and crazy. And I mean, it takes me back to like cafeteria duty back when I was a teacher. I mean, if you don't see somebody going by on like a stick horse and, you know, people run around.
Yeah, of course.
Crazy. I mean, are you living? I mean, cool.
No.
Good stuff.
Absolutely not.
You're Walt Disney World, you know, stimulation. I mean, are you overstimulated? Yes, that's why you're there. I mean, otherwise you should be at Branson or, you know, be on the beach. And then third, I would go Ohana. Ohana's got great food, but it is just, I mean, dude, it's expensive. Like,
it's very expensive.
It's super expensive. That's the only reason I'm dinging it for a 3 spot.
It's too expensive for its own good. Let's be perfectly honest. But the problem is that people still eat it up, literally.
Well, I mean, you're on vacation. I don't blame people for going there, but I mean, that's what I'm dinging it on the list because of that. That's the only reason I'm dinging it. So.
No, I get it.
Who's up with a pick here?
Is it my turn? Or is it Pip's?
Rikki. I think it's Rikki.
Okay. All right. I am gonna go. Okay, so I'm gonna go with. I think we're gonna do Big Thunder, Tron, and Space Mountain. You know, the 3 coasters left at, or you know, well, there is Seven Dwarfs Mine Train, but that's not really a super, like, it's not one of those, the one that, you know, people like think of as like a big kid coaster. Like,
what's wrong with you? It's fun.
I know it's fun. I just
fun.
It's not. Yeah, I am. I'm totally,
you got against Seven Dwarfs.
It's ridiculously hard to get on. I don't think I've ridden it in probably.
You're short.
You weren't there in the morning, though. That's why.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. I don't think I've ridden it in probably like 3 years. So yeah.
With Ben's family, we waited an hour during the fireworks to ride this thing. It was great. We had
so I made my choice. I'm picking my 3 since we can't do 4. Okay. So the 3 are going to be Big Thunder.
Okay.
Not Seven Dwarfs, Tron, and Space Mountain. So, Pam, you go first. So,
Big Thunder first for sure. I will always pick Big Thunder first because I have fantastic memories of Hannah being little and screaming her little head off.
I love that.
On that.
I can't wait to do that with Lucy.
I know, and and I think of it every time I ride it, and I still love it. It's actually one of the longer thrill rides.
It really is one of the longer
in
rides.
all of Walt Disney World. Like, talk about bang for your buck in terms of time. You get it on Big Thunder.
Correct.
Plus, you see something new every time you ride it, don't you?
Absolutely.
Yeah,
yes.
And I can't wait to see how it sort of becomes part of this new part of Magic Kingdom. It's going to be awesome, and I'm so glad that there's a spot.
I'm assuming they're going to plus it up pretty good with the upgrades.
Piston peak.
I know.
You did what in your peak?
So excited.
That's going to be my new joke for the next 15 years.
I know. Such a 5-year-old. It's fine.
I'm gonna do, oh dang, the next 2 are challenging for me, but I'm gonna do Tron next. I'm gonna say Tron as my second because I sort of love the way it has changed the horizon there at Tomorrowland. I think it's been a huge asset in that space. It sort of has really brought Tomorrowland, into this century.
I agree with that. Yeah, for sure. For sure.
Mike's still laughing at his own joke.
He is. He's such a 5-year-old. You muted yourself, didn't you? Are you still?
I'm good.
Yeah.
I got a very expensive mic. As long as I'm not on Axis, I'm good.
And then that brings Space Mountain third, not because for any specific reason other than I stated my reasons for the other ones. I think it's still a great attraction, although a little debilitating. At times
Sure.
you have to stepping out of there. You rethink whether you should have done that or not.
This is facts. Yeah, I can't get out. Yeah, every time. Yeah.
But it really is. It's such a cool part of Tomorrowland too, and still fits in with it as well.
I literally roll out of Space Mountain when I get out of it.
That would be nice if there were like a little like sort of thing that came up to the car so that you could just sort of roll.
Like a cherry picker.
I just
like turn into Wall-E. The next 5 years, they're going to be like a scene out of Wall-E taking people out.
Yes. I legit
that would
just
be
roll.
funny.
I'm like, okay, let me just get my leg up here. Okay, and then now I can roll over. Okay, now we're good. Yeah, I'm rolling out.
We all started out as 20-year-olds riding that sucker. Now we're all 50. Like, come on now.
50 yet. Hey, I'm not 50. Don't choose to roll me in that 50 bandwagon. Keep rolling. Not even close yet. I know I have a birthday next month. I'm still not going to be 50.
Yeah,
so.
it happens.
I'm still not even going to be close to 50.
People think I'm 30. Come on.
Huh?
People think I'm 30, but
yeah, right. Okay, continue. Anyway, your turn, Mike. Yeah. Oh, my back. Yeah.
I'm going space because I still love it. Here's the thing. It kills me. It is hard to get out of. It tears me up. Every time I get to the peak of the hill, I'm like, what? Like when you go over the crest of the hill, I'm like, oh, bad decision, Mike. Again, why? Then just hold on for like 2 minutes and just it beats the
tar
out of me.
Out of you?
Exactly.
Yeah,
It beats me up. But there's just something about that attraction because it is so nostalgic. Like it's not just the ride, it's the visuals, it's the smell of the ride. Like it's going through the star tunnel, it's the background loops, it's everything. It's the experience of the ride that makes it number one. That makes like I don't know, it's like you're almost in an abusive relationship, right?
That's not the way to go with this.
It kind of is though, because like it hurt. I know it's going to hurt me. Like it physically does hurt me every time I ride it. Like it does beat me around. Like it seriously, but I keep going back to it. Like because the other things, the smells, the sounds, I love it. So the memories, and so I do that. So I go. That's number one. Big Thunder would be 2 because of the distance, the length, and it's a great ride. It's just the right amount of thrill to not destroy you or scare you, but it's just fun. Like it's just overall it's fun. And what's that say though? Because it makes Tron number 3 and it's the new hotness. And I love Tron. It's fun, but it's a lot of it's a long line. Yeah. It is a little bit. I think it's the right length. I don't want it to be super long, but I would still put it 3. That says something. I don't know what it says, but it does say something.
I'm with you on that. Tron is 3 for me for sure. I like it. I think it's a good coaster. It is a little, well, I guess it's a little short for me, but not terribly. Like I still enjoy it. I think with that regard, then I would put Big Thunder number 2. See, I'm going reverse now. Big Thunder is amazing. I love Big Thunder. It really is the wildest ride in the wilderness, and it's so fantastic. And I giggle every time I'm on it, and it's just so much fun. And it's such a classic coaster. So that's going to be number 2. But then number 1 has to be Space Mountain for me. Yes, I do roll out of it, like I said, at the end when I'm done with it. But some of the most amazing experiences I've had on roller coasters are on that attraction. And it's during the Halloween party and the Christmas party. Because during the Halloween, I think it's during the Halloween party, they turn all the lights, which is terrifying. Oh my goodness. Like, let me tell you, so scary, but so much fun. Oh my gosh. And then during the Christmas party, they light it up like Christmas and it's got lights flashing everywhere. And so what makes it even more terrifying is the fact that you can see the ride at that point. So like, it's just like, oh my gosh, this is where this ride is going. And so that's even more terrifying. So I love Space Mountain for, yes, what Mike has said, the nostalgia, the music, the everything about that. Like that's the smells, the star tunnels, everything, but then also the fact that they do 2 different overlays for it at Christmas and Halloween, and they're both fantastic overlays. So that's where I'm going. I think, yeah, 1, 2, 3 that way.
I love shows like this because they're kind of fun just to have, because here's the thing. I think maybe our listeners are trying to like predict what we're going to say. Like, oh, Mike's going to, these are going to be his number 1, 2, 3. And then maybe they probably get me right every time because I'm pretty easy to read. I'm super consistent, but maybe not for you guys. But also, I think it does kind of like make you think about things like, Tron. They built this thing for 5 years. It's beautiful. It's very visual. It's a great ride. And, people are screaming. But it came in 3. Like
for all of us.
Why? You think it would come in 1. Because like you rank the coasters, you think it would come in 1, but I don't know. Maybe it's our demographic. I don't know. Like there's like a study here.
I'm a study here. Like I'm legit a coaster person. If you were, if we were talking about Universal, Velocicoaster is still my number 1, and Stardust Racers is number 2. Stardust Racers scared the poop out of me. Like, I loved every second of it. And when my brother said, "Hey, the other side,"
on this potty training thing.
I know. When the other side, he said, "Hey, the other side has a 5-minute wait," and when we went on, and I was like, "Dude, I don't know if I can do that back to back like this," but I did, and it was incredible. Like, I am a coaster person, but Tron just didn't hit the mark for me, and Space Mountain and Big Thunder still do. So Tron is fun, but yeah, I'm with you. Like, it does say something about the fact that it was 3rd for all of us, which is interesting.
Yeah, that's like it does kind of make you think. All right, Pam, give us another group of 3 here.
Okay, so I'm gonna go group of 3 with some of our slow moving boat rides. Okay.
Ooh, okay, let's go.
So we got Grand Fiesta Tour. We got Pirates of the Caribbean, and we got Living with the Land. They're all so good. So this one's going to be so rough. And I'll go first to give you guys a little bit of time to let you think about it. First for me is always going to be Pirates, just because it just is. It's Pirates. Hello. It's Pirates of the Caribbean. It is, I think, the best of Disney storytelling. It does what they do so well. But in a very close second, so close it could almost be considered 1.75. I'm putting Living with the Land because dang, it's Living with the Land. It's edutainment at its best there, right? And it like reinvents itself,
Oh yeah, absolutely. Every festival, yeah,
right, at different times of the year, even so. All of that. And then, so that puts Grand Fiesta Tour in 3, which is still a really awesome ride. So there's no losers in this bunch. But Mike, what do you say?
Real quick on that hot take on Grand Fiesta Tour. Is Grand Fiesta Tour as good as Small World? I was thinking this last time I rode it when I was down there for the Cool Kids Summer thing. I was over in Mexico making a post, a reel. And I was riding it and I'm thinking, this thing is probably as good as Small World because it's got the songs, it's got the characters.
The song that stays in your head all day.
Right.
It's got the dolls, but it's got the screens, but the screens make sense. Like a lot of people dog on screens, but I think it's got the right amount of screens. It's got a few that further the story. It's got the fiber optic fireworks in the ceiling. It's a sleeper little attraction, but in a sneaky way, it might be as good as Small World.
For me, no, but my website is a Disney World after all. You have to understand where my
Grand Fiesta after.
Yeah, I didn't name it a Grand Fiesta after all. I named it a Disney World after all. So a Disney World after all, a Small World after all. That has to be ahead for me. Don't get me wrong. I absolutely adore Grand Fiesta Tour. I really do. But it doesn't beat It's a Small World for me.
Okay, so I gotta give mine. I love it. It's number 3. I do love it. It's so well done, and it's such a great attraction. But it's number 3. Living with the Land is number 1 for me. Just like same thing, but barely. Here's the thing: I was not there during early Epcot. I missed it, and that would have been my thing because I was a teacher. I've always been into education and. Everything I've seen, I never got to do Horizons. I miss that early Epcot. And to me, this attraction is kind of the last stanchion of what that was, right? It's edutainment at its best. You're going through it and most people are going to say it's boring. You're going through a greenhouse, it's.
But they're wrong.
They are wrong.
It's not.
They are wrong.
Me, It is. I mean, it's telling you about hydroponics. It's telling you about, fish farms. It's telling you about sustainable.
Plus the smell. Hello.
Yeah, exactly. But
exactly.
And this is the thing that they say, it can't be around in 2025. Like the American psyche can't handle this. We don't have the attention span, but it can, and like I just want it to stay. And so it's number one for me. But Pirates is amazing. Like, I mean, I don't even watch movies, and I like the Pirates movies because of this attraction. I mean, I dress up like a pirate on the cruise ship because, the whole thing is because of this. I love this attraction. You go down that hill, you see the pirate ship. It's amazing. The smell that you get, and the water bombs are going off. You see Tortuga or Tortola. No, it's not Tortola. That's where you go on the actual cruise ship. But it's awesome. Like, whatever. It's just, I love that attraction. So, yeah. So, for me, so it's going to be Pirates 2, Grand Fiesta 3, and Living with the Land 1. So, Rikki, where are you putting them?
Oh, I'm with Pam. Pirates 100% number one. I mean, it is classic Disney. It's why I fell in love with Disney. It's because of attractions like that and Haunted Mansion that I completely fell in love with Disney. So, like, that's number one for sure. And then number 2 is got to be Living with the Land. It's that classic Disney. It's that edutainment. It's exactly what Epcot is supposed to be. And it's just such a fantastic attraction. I hardly ever miss it. Like, there's just, if I'm at Epcot, I'm more than likely riding it unless I'm just in and out, which does happen from time to time. But still, for the most part, I'm on Living with the Land. And then number 3, as much as I hate to say it, I think Grand Fiesta. And it is one of my favorites. If I'm at Epcot, I'm usually riding Living with the Land and Grand Fiesta Tour. Like, those are the 2 attractions that I'm more than likely riding 100%. I love Grand Fiesta Tour, but it's not quite the same as the other 2 for me. So it's gonna go in that number 3 slot, but that's not easy to say. That's very hard to say because I love Grand Fiesta Tour as well. So and I would be sad if they ever redid it and put in Coco or something. I mean, I get why it would work, but I also that would be devastating for me. I would be like, no, not Grand Fiesta Tour.
Like if they just added it tastefully, like in a little section, that really wouldn't bother me. I've never seen the movie, but I mean,
it would be the best of both worlds.
It would be the best of both worlds. I agree with that. Yeah,
not take out Donald and the 3 Caballeros, but just add it a little bit.
Yeah.
It's like I love. It's like I said, I haven't seen the movie, but what they did on the Treasure was cool.
Yeah,
the little show and the the skeleton people came out.
Agreed, yeah.
All that was fun.
Yeah.
One other thing.
It will be interesting to see what they do in California though, because that is supposed to be a slow moving boat ride of Coco. So I mean,
did they add Coco to Small World out there?
Huh?
They did add Coco to Small World out there, right?
Yes.
Yeah, they did. Small World.
Yeah.
By the way, if you really want to make Grand Fiesta Tour awesome, you'd let you bring margaritas on it.
I mean, or chips and salsa. Hello.
Or chips and guac and margaritas. Then it's just a floating table.
I've been saying it for a long time. Let's go Disney.
Okay. Power round. This is gonna be quick. We're gonna go one more round, but it's gotta be fast because we don't have much time. I feel like 6 minutes. Okay, so here we go. I'm gonna go Boardwalk Resort, Wilderness Lodge Resort, or I'll try to get one more. Let's go Polynesian. I'm gonna throw those 3 in there. So the Poly, the Boardwalk. I can't remember what third one I said was.
Wilderness Lodge.
Wilderness Lodge. Okay, so I'm gonna go. I don't even know which one I'm gonna pick. I would go Polynesian, Boardwalk, Wilderness. Yeah, God, I love Wilderness because it's good value. It's a great introduction into the deluxe category, especially if you can get a discount. Thinking about it as like a consumer point of view, because it's got great amenities, great location, good value for a deluxe, great pool. Yeah, but Polynesian's kind of the essence of a Walt Disney World vacation. And Boardwalk's got location. Great. You can walk to 2 parks, good pool. Yep, so that's what I'm going with. That's my ranking. Okay, Pam, what do you got?
I'm going Polynesian Wilderness Lodge as 1.
Stop. We used to call collect from the skating rink, like, who's this call from?
That's number 1, and then number 3 is the Boardwalk. And this is the correct ranking.
Yep. not wrong.
I'm sticking to it. I'm not changing.
I'm 100% with her, actually. I also agree. Polynesian Wilderness Lodge is number 1.
And Boardwalk.
And Boardwalk is number 3.
Yeah.
Correct. This is the correct. Yeah.
Yes.
I agree with Pam. But if I have to separate them, Polynesian is first and Wilderness Lodge is number 2. But it's like she said, 1 and 1.75. Like it's not. Yeah, it's not like it's a difference. It's right there. Yeah. So.
But I love thinking about these things. These are hard. These are super.
They
hard.
are.
And they could change. Like if you ask me this tomorrow, it'll probably be different.
Yeah.
You're not set in stone. Okay, Rikki, give us one more real quick.
Oh gosh. Okay. All right, hang on. I have to double check. Okay, I'm gonna go with shops. I'm gonna go with the Emporium. I'm gonna go with Creation Shop, and I'm gonna go with it's 5 and Dime. That's the big one, right? Because I always get it because it is.
The one on the left as you go in the studio.
Yeah, the one on the left as you go in the studio.
I don't know what the names are. Yeah.
That one. I think it's 5 and Dime, but I'm not 100% sure. But yeah, if you're walking into the studios, it's the one on the left. So you have to pick between those 3.
In other words, the Studio's Emporium is what I call it.
Yeah, exactly. That's kind of what I call it too. The Studio's Emporium. So you have to pick those 3 from between those 3. So go ahead, Mike.
I like the one at the studios on the left first, whatever that's called. I like that one for some reason. That one's always got pretty cool merchandise. So I'm gonna go that one. I'm gonna go the Emporium 2 and Creations 3. I can't stand. I'm bitter about Creations. Like I love Mouse Gears so much.
It still smells.
It does still smell.
Mouse Gears had character. That Creation Shop it's so bland. Like give me back my 90s Mouse Gear. Like I'm still mad about that. I do not like what they did to all the Epcot stuff. Like I like the 90s. Okay. Give me back my 90s Taco Bell look. Anyway, go ahead.
Pam, what do you got?
I like I don't know, there's something about the Emporium. Like I almost always find something I want at the Emporium. And so I'll put that first. I will do the Creation Shop, even though Mike doesn't like it.
It's so bright and white, and it's like, dude, it is so like open.
It is open, but it has that familiar smell.
It does have the smell,
good and bad.
Yes, it is. Very good and bad.
I don't know why.
I don't either. So I don't either. You'd think that we would have fixed that.
That's what I'm saying. When it first opened and I walked in, I was like, "Oh gosh, like, there it is."
You had every opportunity to fix this problem.
To fix whatever is going on underneath the Creation Shop area.
Buried under Epcot.
Yeah, 100%. And so then that makes whatever is at Hollywood Studios.
I like that none of us know the name.
It's the Emporium on the left.
Yes, that one.
I'm pretty sure that's the 5 and Dime, but I'm not 100%, so I'm going to go with the one on the left. Okay, so I think I agree. Again, I think I agree with Pam. I think our stars align on this one too. So Emporium for sure for me. I love the Emporium. I love shopping in there. I don't necessarily buy everything that I see in there, but like there's something about walking
really
through.
discourage shoplifting, so don't do that.
Yeah, I'm not stealing things. There is something about that shop though that I love just browsing in there. But then I also love browsing in Creations. I think they do a really good job. Yes, I know it's wide open and they have a lot of stuff. But I always end up browsing in there, probably because I'm in there to get my magnet. But I always end up browsing in there anyway. And I find that they have a lot of unique stuff, especially because they do sell a lot of stuff for the different festivals. And, I'm a sucker for Figment. So, a lot of times if there's something Figment, I'll end up bringing it home. And then, of course, the third would be the shop on the left at Hollywood Studios because, something's got to be 3. And I do think that they have some unique stuff there for sure. And they have some really great Hollywood Studios merch there too. It's just, and that's super awesome to be able to have that. Cause I still don't feel like the other parks have like specific, there is some Epcot stuff, but I don't feel like there's as much as there is for Hollywood Studios. So I'm
gonna because we don't know the name of it doesn't mean that
we don't appreciate it. I do appreciate the shop.
And
all 3 have fantastic air conditioning when you need air conditioning.
Yeah.
So
Okay, close this out. Time to wrap.
All right, I was trying to look up the name of that shop. That
Sid Kalanga's. No, just kidding.
No, that's the one. That's
Little Hut. I know.
It says Mickey's of Hollywood.
Is that Mickey's of Hollywood? Okay. All right. So, I agree. I mean, I'm
not... on the neon sign outside of it.
Yeah.
Yeah. With the waggy tail.
Yeah, I know. So, anyways, all right. So, okay, if you had the Disney dining plan and you were going to eat at a character meal, would you eat at? Because I put the dining plan in there.
I like this. You're taking the cost out of it. Okay.
I am. Yes. So, would you do Chef Mickey's, Crystal Palace, Tusker House?
Ooh.
I know. Right? All right, Rikki, you go first.
Okay, this is tough. I am going to pick Tusker House first. But the reason why I'm picking Tusker House first is because I have actually not dined there yet. So I want to experience Tusker House. And I've heard the food there is fantastic. And there's really just no reason why I haven't been there, besides the fact that, for the most part, it's been Brian and I haven't really had the need to go to a character meal over there necessarily. So now that we have Lucy, I have 100% need to go there. And like I said, I've heard the food is fantastic. I love Boma. And I think the food is very similar to Boma. So I'm picking that for number 1 because it's the next one that I really want to try. So I'm going with that number 1. If I'm on a Disney dining plan, number 2 is going to be Chef Mickey's because, hello, that's the most expensive meal. And I've paid for my entire family to eat there, so I know how expensive it is. So I'm going to go with that for number 2. Plus, of course, I have the nostalgia of that's where I got engaged and everything like that. So that's going to be number 2. And then number 3 is going to be Crystal Palace because I'm not the biggest Winnie the Pooh fan. So that's why that's number 3. Mike.
I'm going Crystal. So I'm putting Tusker House at 3, and it's not because I don't like it, but because they have great food there, great variety, and great characters. But here's the deal: we're on the Disney dining plan. I think Tusker House is one of the better values to pay.
I will give you that.
So I will give you that. I'm not on the dining plan. Tusker House is one of my go-tos for a character meal because it's one of the better values. But I'm on the dining plan, so I'm going to get my money's worth. So I'm putting that at 3. So I'm going Crystal Palace number 1 because this is one of those that's super expensive, but I like the food the best at Crystal Palace. Now the characters, I'm not a huge big Winnie the Pooh fan either, but I'll get my picture with Pooh and Tigger and Eeyore and be mopey and everything if it means I get all that good food. Bring it on, whatever. We'll take some snaps, and then I'll do Chef Mickey's right down the middle, number 2. Good food, love the contemporary, love the monorail going by. Get it with the Fab Five. They have great food there too. Don't get me wrong, and it's extremely expensive. It's a great value on the dining plan. It's a party. Wave the towels, napkins, everything like that. So 1 and 2 could be interchangeable there, but I like Crystal Palace a little bit better because you're in the Magic Kingdom. You're looking over the castle. Great food. Yeah, Crystal Palace number 1 for me. Pam, what you got? Close us out.
Oh man, this was rough for me too because I was trying to take all these things into consideration. But I think I'm going to do Crystal Palace 1 because I do like the food there.
It's good.
I know I haven't been there in quite a while, but I remember having a really good experience, and there was something I really like the setting. I think it's a beautiful, beautiful setting. Love those little topiaries up front and all that. So anyways, number 2, I'm going to do Tusker House. I think, again, that food's really unique, especially for a buffet. It's not your run-of-the-mill stuff, right? Something different. And then finally, Chef Mickey's. And again, I think that it's a hugely popular restaurant. I think there's lots of good choices there too. And I think you get to meet the main mouse there. So that's a big deal. And I love that for, families with people who want to meet the characters for sure.
All right. So we've ranked them. Now it's your turn. Come over to the Clubhouse, beourguestpodcast.com/clubhouse. Give us your feedback. Rank our list that we gave on today's show. And then we're going to continue this Sunday night at 7:00 Eastern, 6:00 Central. You can give your thoughts on the topics that we brought up on today's show. But also, if you have a group of 3, call in, and we'll rank them on the spot, Scott and I, and we'll talk about your rankings. You'll be the third person, and we'll continue this discussion on Sunday night shows. That'll be 7 o'clock Eastern, 6 o'clock Central, Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, or Twitch. Just call in and we'll have a good time Sunday night. So join us for the live call-in show. We're going to continue this right there. Don't forget, our podcast always brought to you by the Magic for Less Travel. We're standing by right now to help you plan an amazing Walt Disney World, Disneyland, Disney Cruise Line, even Adventures by Disney vacation. Check out all these great places down at Walt Disney World. You know, check out Crystal Palace, check out Tusker House, check out Chef Mickey's, stay at the Wilderness Lodge, take a boat, you know, have some fun, ride the Grand Fiesta Tour. It's going to be fun. So just check out all the details today over at themagicforless.com. Please also use our Amazon affiliate link. It's beourguestpodcast.com/Amazon. Click through that when you do your online shopping. We appreciate that so much. And thank you to our patrons. You guys keep us on the air. So thank you so very much for that support. You can support us just $5 a month. And for that, you get a bonus show every week called Mike in the Midwest. Come over this week. We'd love to have you at patreon.com/beourguestpodcast. You can keep up with the crew on social media at Be Our Guest Mike. That's where I am. TMFLT Pam for Pam. And at Rikki Nibs, RIKKINIBS for Rikki. That's at x.com, Instagram, or Threads. And, of course, come on over to the Clubhouse. That's where we hang out all the time. It's a Discord channel. It's like a live chat/message board. We have so much fun. About 1,400 of us there all the time. So join us there, beourguestpodcast.com/clubhouse. Free for everybody. Come on over. Hang with us. It's a ton of fun. All right, so we get back together on Sunday night. Hope you guys have a great weekend. So for Rikki and Pam, I'm Mike. Stay safe, stay healthy, and we'll see you real soon.
And yes, it is Mickey's of Hollywood.
Mickey's of Hollywood.
Yes.
Mickey's of Hollywood.
5 and Dime is across the street. That's the other one. I knew there was.
That was the old photo store, right?
That was the dark room. But yes, it's
Yep.
connected. Yeah. So
dark room. Yeah. All right, so Pam, you're not going to be here next week, right?
I will not, or the week after, because I will be in the Europe. So
the week after, I won't be here, so I'm going to record early, so we'll try to figure something out. Rikki, you'll be here?
I should be, because the 1st is a Tuesday, so Brian should be able to pick up Lucy on the 30th. Should
cool.
be.
All right, so hopefully Monday we'll get Scott, and then I'll try to figure out like one other time. Hopefully we can record for that next week.
Okay.
Cool.
We'll figure that out.
All right. See you.
All right, I'll see you guys.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Oops.